Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel here. This is Isaac.
David?
And today we just have a big question considering that Leagues World 2023 is going on. And always, I'm sure, the big question in people's minds for people who have been on the game for long enough is this the return of Faker?
No.
Well, why not?
You know, it's the truth. Faker lost all his powers that day when he cried. The Demon King is not there anymore. He's not it anymore. Like when he lost 2017, actually in 2016 when he won for the third time, he should have left with Bangi. You know, Bangi is the GOAT of League of Legends. He's the true Demon King, as we all know. We
Don't
talked
quote
about
him.
this
Don't quote him
previously.
anywhere.
He's the reason why SKT won so far. He's the reason. And when he left, he realized, you know what, this I'm done
But
with
he
this.
he was a coach. He was
And
he's still in the team. He's still
there's a-
part of the
there's a-
team.
There is a look. Even the coaches. My coach used to tell me this in high school. He always say that we can only tell you what to do, but we cannot do it for you. So even if though I tell you what to do, if you don't follow it, you won't be able to achieve what I'm saying. So
Yes.
I can tell you what to do, but it all depends in your hand. Bengi could have been, you know what, Faker, change this item. Hey, don't tell me what to build. That's probably what he told Bengi on that day. You never know. You know we had a lot of players like this in our team. You're trying to coach them. They don't care about what you're saying. It-
Okay, well, I mean, I'm sure they don't have a building issue considering that they're pros. But it is true that Faker hasn't won anything this year. Like, nothing at all. He didn't win the LCK
MSI.
Spring. He didn't win MSI. I don't even know if they went to MSI. He didn't win the summer. He won a nothing.
They're not even top in the LCK.
No, I think they went to semi.
No,
they
they're not
went to
the-
the finals this
No,
time.
what I'm saying is
in the
they're,
summer.
they're not the top team.
They're not.
In Korea.
Right? No, they're not. They're not. But they did make it to number 2 in the summer. This summer.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, Faker needs to stop, retire.
But there's so Faker said that he loves being a pro player and he loves competing. So, maybe he's not in it to be back at the top anymore, but I'm sure that deep inside he would like to go back to being the world
But
champion.
You remember what we always do when we play leagues? Like, you lost like 3 games in a row. You
And then
realize,
you-
hey, you know what? It's time to stop. But the issue is, league players do no one more. I have at least to win one, then stop.
Well,
That's
nobody
what he's doing right now.
who likes to go to sleep on a defeat.
I rather do this than ruin my career. That's what he's doing. His all rep is going to go down the drain. People won't remember what he used to be if he keeps on playing and losing.
I don't know that people can forget Faker.
2017, 2023.
But
It's like
you're not
6
wrong
years there.
here. I can say that because it's true. You can't do enough damage to erase all the great stuff you've done previously because, I mean, he was called the unkillable Demon King. This is not true
it's
anymore.
not true anymore.
Although Google still agrees that
No.
if you Google unkillable Demon King, you will still see Faker's face. But is he unkillable?
It's just a title now.
Right. He's no longer, he's a very killable
It's an
now.
empty threat.
He's the very killable demon, not even king, right? Because he's not at the
Back
top
in the
anymore
day,
either.
To kill him, you had to like hard.
It
camp
was hard.
Faker.
I have seen this guy evade like 3 people ganks. You know, like this is 3 people, sometimes even 4. And you're like, oh my God, they couldn't kill him.
Yeah.
How? Right? Today, 1v1.
I'm telling you, he lost his power. Even like every morning when he grabs his mouse, he's like, something feels different. Like, I don't feel like yes, stop, bro. You're getting old. Go
But
find a
here's
job.
also the thing. I don't think that stopping now would be good for him. Because, say for example, this year, he didn't win the spring. He didn't win the fall. the fall. He didn't win the summer. He didn't win anything. So if he just stops, say like they don't win worlds, and they say they don't even they lose at quarterfinals. Just say that they do. Hold on. And then after this, he says he retires. It's like just quitting because you realize I can't do it after all. That's not good because then he really is going to be forgotten. So I don't think he has a choice of quitting now.
There is only few legends in the world who can just keep on going and stay legends. And there are even fewer legends who realize, oh, this is my time to go. The GOAT.
Messi?
No, Jordan.
Oh.
Jordan realized, you know what? I'm at my peak. I won 6 times in a row. Hey, it's time for me to bounce.
Right. And
he realized this.
And it's a good time to go because you've left something that's already really hard to beat.
He left on a win.
Yeah.
Then you have people like Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest. He won, and he was at that time where, like, champ, let it go. Let the belt go. Just retire. You're already the champ. No, one more. That's when he lost. And you're like, dude, really? Same for Mike Tyson. Iron Mike. Stop. You're already the GOAT. Let it go. No, one more. And then he gets beat up on the... You're like, man... This is why I like Floyd. Hey, I reached 50 games. You know what? This is time for me to go. No. He actually left, retired 2 times or 3 times in his career.
So he retired and then came back?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing.
But then, when he got to 46 wins, that's where he totally stopped. And he got to 50, but those are like exhibition games, but like it's still in his record, but they're not really like him, like just...
Right, an exhibition game is a match.
Yeah.
An exhibition match.
And some of them are not really exhibition, like they're real pro games, but
matches.
These
are not games.
pro matches, and they're like, they write it on his record. So you're like, he's one of those who realize, I need to stop now.
Yes, I mean, it's definitely important to know when to quit. Now, I'm not going to tell Faker that he should quit. I'm going to say that he should keep going, and I think if he's going to retire and he doesn't win, he should do it like Khan. Khan was the top laner of Damwon Kia, and they didn't win last year. I think it was last year. But they went all the way to finals. They didn't win, but they fought really well, and that was his last match. He retired. And, you go out well. You made it all the way up there to the finals. You didn't take it,
but... That's what I'm saying.
And that's the thing here. So... But Faker just signed another 3-year contract with T1 last year. So he still has like 2 years to go if he even is thinking of retiring.
You see what I'm saying?
Because he loves to compete. He's enjoying playing.
No. I
What?
feel like at this point he's held by a gunpoint somewhere where everybody's like, we're going to disown you if you stop. Or maybe because he has too many shares into the company that he...
I don't think that stops him from not playing.
You see, look for example, Cristiano Ronaldo.
I don't know.
Messi, those guys, they even say that we're going to quit. Like, we're getting there. We're going to quit now. The issue is, Messi has said this before. Like, if you see me go back to my original team, like the one that he wanted to go, was it in Brazil? Or, yeah, there is like this club that he really wants to play in. And
in Brazil?
Yeah, somewhere there, or maybe it's a club in Argentina. He said, like, it's a really low-level club. But he said, once you see me there, yeah, I'm done. That's the kind of people you're like, he already set you a goal. You're like, you're the GOAT, bro. Even though if you lose today, you're the GOAT.
Yeah, but
you already know he's about done.
Yeah, but there's also this aspect here for these kind of athletes. It's all about the physical body, right? Because you get to an age where it doesn't matter. Your body is not what it used to be.
It's the same thing even for gaming.
Hold on, because with
your brain doesn't go as fast as anymore.
The thing of it is, you have more time on this kind of a game than you have on those things over there.
It's true, but then don't forget, your reputation is at risk too. your
Yeah.
legacy is at risk.
Yes.
People are going to say, "Damn, dude, you're still 30 something, you're still playing, bro."
Yeah, but if he's still at the top, who cares?
Oh, really? He's he at the top now?
No, but that's what I'm saying. If he was and he's like 40, heck, who cares? Well, okay, if he was like 50 years old, it's like, dude,
I'm
come
telling
on.
you, even though he's under a contract, if he wins like this year, he's going to retire. I'm telling you, he's just waiting for that one win, and that's bad. That's
No,
very bad.
no, because see, that's the thing. Where he is at, I don't think that he has another clean way of living. I mean, he only has two ways of living cleanly. He makes it back to Worlds finals after winning the fall and the spring from Korea.
Nah, that's
Makes it back to the
that's
finals.
that's a task right there.
They can do it. And loses, retires.
Maybe-
That's still honorable.
Maybe
Or
he needs baby faker.
he wins all of these things and wins Worlds and retires. That's like the only two clean options of leaving without being for. Because if he lives this way, it'll be like he won Worlds 4 times. Nobody's ever done that. It wasn't in a row.
No,
Nobody's
3 times.
nobody's won. No, if he won Worlds
Oh, yeah.
again, it would be the 4th time, and nobody ever has done this.
Yeah, same for
I mean,
me.
nobody's ever won it 3 times, right? So it'd be like whatever dark times that you had between 2016 and the time you won are forgotten by this one victory, and then you retire with all the honor, all the glory, all the good stuff. He only has 2 options. So until he reaches either one, I don't think he can quit, and I don't think he should.
In my book, just stop, bro. Just stop.
Because if he just stops now, he's just gonna be forgotten. Not completely, because he's still a 3-time world champion who, nobody is a 3-time world champion right now.
I've been telling you this.
What?
He knew that Bengi was the reason why he was winning. As soon as he saw him to leave the door, he should have walked with him. I told you. He's not making it.
I don't know what to
I'm
tell
willing to bet $100 that he doesn't get to the final this year.
you. Hey, all right. So here we go, folks. We got money on the table here. $100 from this guy that T1 doesn't make it to the finals this year.
Yeah.
And-
Hey, vice versa on this one. It's vice versa.
And if they do make it to the finals, I'm gonna give him $100.
Mhm.
And I don't want to do that because I don't think they're gonna make it to the finals either.
I'm telling you, he's not making it to the final.
And I don't think it's because of him specifically. Their jungler has been underperforming. I hope that he has been training for Worlds, and
Look.
their top laner is kind of like
What a faker needs
What?
is the same thing Messi needed to win the World Cup.
which is
A supporting cast.
okay.
Messi. When you see Messi in Barcelona, he had a supporting cast. Everybody could do their job, and they could do more to help him get somewhere.
Okay.
But once he went to Argentina, it wasn't the case. Everybody, even in their own job, they weren't doing great, and they also have to support him get somewhere. But this time around, supporting cast, everybody does their job, and they help you get even further.
But that's the thing. T1 has always been that team. That's why they won so many times.
But they
The
don't
thing
have
of
it.
it
He
is,
doesn't have it anymore.
that's the thing. That's where I was pointing these people out. The ADC is doing great. He's reliable. He's excellent. He's top notch. He's great. The support, wonderful. The top laner and the jungler are the problem. The top laner sometimes it's like, oh, today he's God, and then tomorrow is like, go train them all.
See?
And then the jungler seems to be having the same issue. So and these two lanes are critical, So if you flip the bad Zeus today and he's not performing properly, then what is he gonna do?
That's what
What's
I'm saying.
Faker gonna do?
That's what I'm saying.
So we'll see if they kind of were able to whip themselves into shape for Worlds, which we're gonna be able to see here this week. Actually, we'll be able to see
Because
what they look like, because they're going up against whom? Who are they fighting again? Who are they playing?
Team Liquid.
Oh, okay. So we're not gonna be able to see if they're doing really well.
Get out of here.
No disrespect to NA, but actually, no,
No,
a lot of
disrespect
disrespect
to
to
NA.
NA
I
because I don't know why NA just. It's like it's not a lack of talent. I don't think it's a lack of talent. It's just that we just never do very well, except
DNA thing.
if it's Cloud9. So aside from Cloud9, so when I say NA is weaker, I'm not talking about Cloud9. Cloud9 is good enough to
Even
play
Cloud-
in
ev-
EU.
Even Cloud9. The issue is it's in the DNA thing. Some games, it's in American DNA to get good, and some it's in Asian DNA, and others it's for EU.
Okay.
Those kind of games, that's Asian territory. Don't get there. That's why they're always the top.
No.
You get to shooting games. Americans are always at the top, but once you get into those story like complex gaming, the EU is always the best. Like those
Like RPGs?
yes, RPGs. You're not beating EU on this. I don't know why. They just go to a different level.
Well,
Because
let's
most
just
RPGs you don't play as a team. You're alone. And Europeans, even some of my European friends that I used to know that we used to play online, they were always so good in solo games. I'm like, why are you so good? But once we get on League, you trash. What's going on? It's just
okay. Let's you can take that angle if you want. I'm not gonna take that angle because
that angle.
I have seen
take it.
G2 make it to finals.
Mhm.
I have seen Cloud9 make it to semifinals,
Mhm.
and that's with them beating Asian teams. G2 beat T1
Yeah.
and went to finals.
Mhm.
Okay, so
But was that the T1 with Bangy though? See?
no, it was T1, not SKT.
Ah,
Bangy was in SKT. So ever since the title changed, so did the power.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe that's what it was. It was that telecom buff where like that SK was just adding extra, and then ever since they
the
took it out,
SK was for Super Korean Bangy, like just on the black. It was for Bangy. He's the SK.
so we've got a Bangy fanatic over here, and Bangy was a very great player, and he's not playing anymore.
I'm sorry. He's the reason why they were winning, and that's the reason why they're not winning it.
Well, if Bangy hears this and says, "I'm gonna prove you right," and he comes back and he
they
wins,
win, I'm sorry.
then we can go out there and like.
I will call
Just-
Google, pay them money, remove that Demon King thing, and take it away. He's going to be the GOAT of League of Legends. If he ever does that and they actually win, man.
That would be quite. I mean, and what's crazy is that you would have called it like years in advance. It's like it was him the whole time.
That's nuts.
No,
It's
but
just
what I'm
jokes,
saying
man. It's
is,
just jokes.
NA always seems to just do not as well. Not always, right? After 2013 or after 2012
when the Koreans and the Chinese started
came in,
playing, yeah.
right? And then it's like NA, except for Cloud9, the rest of NA, it's always like they make it to like quarterfinals and then they just, but EU always seems to just do better than NA.
Yeah, because they're the closest
on the
to
world,
Asia.
on the world.
They're the closest to Asia, so some of that DNA is...
Okay, we can. All of these players have, all of these teams have an Asian player, at least one Asian player anyway. So if you really wanted to go on the Asian angle, then we have a good distribution of Asian players.
Just like in sports, in physical sports, you need a black guy in your team. It's the same thing for gaming. You need an Asian in your team. It's a fact.
And there is.
It's a fact.
But there is. There is.
Yeah, I mean...
But at any rate,
Are they going to win?
I don't see NA going very far because
course.
they never do, except Cloud9. Cloud9 can always surprise me. I welcome Cloud9 surprises. Now, if there are more NA surprises, I mean, as a guy who lives in NA, I would love to be able to see like more NA teams
Nah.
getting up there. But realistically, as a realistic guy, I know it's not gonna happen.
You know what they need to do is combine some streamers. They take the NA streamers, the pro challengers NA streamers, and they make a team for NA. I'm telling you, they're winning the cup.
I don't think so.
The issue with the streamers is,
No, because look, this is not a solo game. This is a team game.
but that's what I'm saying. You unite them and you train them as a team, they're going to go so far.
Yeah,
Because
and then
those streamers, they faced the top Koreans and all those top players and the pros. They
and
beat
what do you
them.
think happened?
I seen it. They beat the pros.
You saw somebody.
You know how many times Faker gets soloed by the streamers in his country?
Yeah, in his country.
But that's what I'm saying. It's the same. It's the same. No, because those streamers, even from the NA, they go into the Korean server, the Chinese server, and they win.
So wouldn't that be interesting if there was a streamers cup?
They do have some, but it's mostly just NA.
Yeah, I would like to see an international one so we can really prove your theory here.
If it's international for the streamers, it's probably going to.
It's gonna be the same thing. Korea or
No,
China wins.
But that's the streamers though. The streamers are very good.
Yeah.
That's the
So that's the
streamers,
thing.
though.
If the streamers here,
But what I'm saying is, if we cross over the streamers into the pro league, the streamers are
so
going to win.
adding streamers into the professional games,
They're going to win.
I don't know.
You know why? Because they add a different perspective. I've told you this many times.
What?
The issue with being a pro is it kills your judgment. Sometimes you think too hard.
Well,
Like,
okay, now
it's
you
going
can't say so much kill as it is maybe
clouds.
or adding bias, right? There's a certain bias. You can think a pro can anticipate how a pro will
Yeah.
think and do things,
Yeah.
right? Versus this non-pro, you're like, okay, well, he's here. I'm assuming he's gonna do this, but he might not. He might do something
I've
different.
seen it so many times. It happened to me. I'm like, oh, wait, he's coming here half HP. Oh, means there is a gang. And guess what? There is no gang. I wasted my time. Wasted the fun. I'm like, why? Am
Yeah,
I
but that
thinking
is
this so
that's
hard?
a strategy. That's called bluffing. He
He
it's
was-
like when Thresh throws that lantern
He
and you
was-
think there's somebody coming, but nobody's coming.
That's what you always tell me. You tell me this, that stop assuming that people
Are
are the same level of your thinking.
No, but right. But up there, they're all pretty much thinking in a similar way because they are,
But
at the top.
it even stops them from doing the simplest move. Like, we know that once you're in a fight, get the ADC at all time. But sometimes the ADC is not an issue. You find the one with the most damage. It's true. But at some point, you're like, okay, guys, just jump on the ADC. But they don't want to because they're thinking, oh, this tank might do something. Or they're like, no, it's a clear judgment. Kill the ADC right there.
Well,
I've seen it so many
haven't
times.
seen instances where they've prioritized wrong in this manner.
They
I mean,
give too much respect on some parts where
you
don't
know
have
why? Because the number of people who didn't give respect and paid for it instantly is too high. So you cannot come in and just disrespect your opponent when he's a pro player. I mean, people who tried. If you wanna go online, there's plenty of it's like, oh, let me just get. Sometimes it's a minion. You greed for a minion and you die. That you have to respect. So giving a little extra respect and not dying on the stage will take that. But at any rate, you don't think Faker's gonna get back on top.
Yeah,
I don't think Faker's gonna get back on top. I don't think T1 is looking in the right form to be on top. I think I would love to be surprised and see them really perform.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I am one of those people who doesn't want them to win. I want to see. I am a dumb one Kia fan. I want to see them win again, and I also don't think they're gonna win. I think a Chinese team is gonna take it this time around, and most likely JDG.
Maybe Team Liquid is the world champion this year. You never know.
If Team Liquid happens, okay. So here, we'll do this better. I'm not gonna give you money for T1, but if Team Liquid makes it to semifinals, I will give you here before the camera $200 cash,
Just 200.
$500 cash.
Oh wow! Wow, you're that confident.
They're not gonna make it
You know, I can't.
to semi. I just said
I
semifinals. Not
can't
even
make
finals.
one phone call to let them win. You know.
No, just let things happen naturally. Just let it happen naturally.
But hey, that's a bet.
All right.
All right.
Team Liquid in semifinal. It's not happening.
Money.
It's not happening. It's not free money. And there's no. You don't have to give me anything if they don't make it, because they're not gonna make it.
Well, that was my 2 cents on this.
All right. Well,
yeah.
at any rate, we'll know how the game goes, and I'm sure as world progresses here, if we see T1 really doing well, I'm sure we'll have the chance to talk about it. And if Team Liquid or any non-Cloud9 NA team makes it to semifinals, in fact, let me broaden it here.
Wow.
If any non-Cloud9
Disrespect on
NA team
Wow.
makes it to semifinals, I will come here with an envelope. We're gonna count the money. I will give you $500. All right.
The disrespect.
Okay, so we'll see you back next time. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and see you next time.
Yeah. Peace.